May I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Well, good evening. How's everyone doing? Um, this is Shanette. I haven't been on here for a while, and as you can see, I just woke up as my work schedule. I just wanted to check in with you guys. A lot has been going on. Um, I've been dealing with a lot, and doing a lot of thinking about everything. Since the last time I came on, we know that I believe it was in August. My co-host has have came home. So he's going through some change. He's going dealing with some things with the parole board. So hopefully in 2 weeks everything will be back to norm. But as far as myself, um, I just want to be real with everyone. I have been dealing with some things where I want to just kind of step away from it because it's beginning to get too too much for me with everything that's going on with the current administration that's in there, with everything that's going on with the young man in Texas. All of this is beginning to be just a little too much. Um, I was thinking about this the other day. Do I want to keep going or do I just want to give up? Do I just want to walk away from it? And I had one of the mans reach out to me, that Shannon, and I was talking to him, and he asked me just to keep going because we had given them a lot of hope. A lot of them wants to continuously get their stories out. So now I'm trying to work out a schedule for myself. Hopefully I can change my shifts because I work at night. I work graveyard from 11 to 9 in the morning. And I got off this morning at 9 o'clock. I get home like at 10 o'clock, wind down, and then I've been oversleeping. So the reason why I'm late is because I just remembered. I just woke up, and that's becoming a problem. The whole grief thing, that people probably think that I'm still stuck in grief. It comes and it goes. It's in waves, but it's not as bad when I first started. So I'm getting through that. Also, I want to send my condolences to Black Diamond and her family, letting her know that sis, I know your pain. I know how you feeling. and that you and your families in my thoughts and prayers. I want to apologize to my other sisters, Travita, Patrice, Mission, just all the other ladies that's on here, because it just feel like I'm dropping the ball. But I have a lot going on, a lot. Um, Angela, I want to apologize to her. Um, you guys don't know everything that I'm dealing with, and in due time, I will reveal it to you guys. But it's not with about the grief. Like I said, it comes and it goes in waves. And right now, it's not that. I want to apologize to the viewers, the ones that do tap in and listen to Let's Talk About It, for not being there and to come on. I'm just, like I said, I'm just getting myself back, trying to catch my footing with getting back to work. I'm working 2 jobs now, going to school, and it's just a lot. Still fighting for my husband, feel still being a voice for him, and like I said, it's just getting overwhelmed. Currently in Denver, they had a situation where a officer shot and killed a African American over there, and it's just like every person that I reached out to pertaining to the men's in Denver, they they didn't reach back. But as soon as someone get killed by an officer over there, everybody is now, they all want to stand up for injustice. They want to speak out. But why does it take for someone to lose their lives for you guys to speak out about the injustice that's going on? That's becoming a big pet peeve of mine. That these lawyers that's oh no, we don't get involved. But next thing we see is your face standing in somebody's church talking about what the next move. This is what needs to be done. And I say to this is Shanette. This doesn't have anything to do with um the crew podcast. I say that you guys are a bunch of hypocrites. Because if you're going to stand for justice, you're going to stand for everything across the board, not just when someone lose their life. You're going to stand for all of it. You're not going to just come and try to pick and choose. Oh, I'm going to go stand with this family, and you want, and that to me make it seem like you're just out for the money. Anything that has a dollar sign on it, that's what you chasing. Instead of looking at the facts all across the board. Let's look at the whole injustice system. You got men and women that's in prison wrongfully, that's fighting for their lives to get out. You got next month, you have the father that's getting ready to be put to death for shaken baby syndrome when the coroner's office already said the baby was sick. That ain't, he didn't shake the baby. This is the third time they brung this man up for execution. Last year was put on hold, but now come October, they're going to execute him. An innocent man. Innocent. Then we have the young man. I really don't. I was following his case, but I had to stop because it was making me sick. Because the hate that I was seeing from all backgrounds, from everybody, the hate, it was making me sick. And these are people, I don't know if they really understand. They talk about, one minute they talking about the love of God, then the next minute they spilling hate towards one another. And I didn't know how to deal with that. My heart goes out to the Anthony's family, Carmelo Anthony, the things that they're dealing with. Oh, he's fighting for his life. He was placed in that position. He stood his grounds. But you have a lot of people that believe that he didn't stand, that it was too much, that he shouldn't have did that. What do you think? If your child was in that position, would you want your child would to lose his life? Because it's a lot of things that's coming out. I know for a fact that if it was my child, that he would have protected himself. And can't nobody tell me when you have a group of people standing around you that you wouldn't protect yourself. In another case that coming out of Texas, they didn't broadcast this one where you had a I guess the new word now is YT person, unalive, Hispanic young boy. He poked him. That's another new word they using in the bathroom at school. His case didn't get a lot of publicity, a lot of hate, like the Carmelo Anthony case is getting. Why is that? It's the hate. It's the hate. Every time you see a black male, any one of their cases come up, if they don't have the money, we already know that they going to prison. Even if they do have the money. It's all about who's sitting on that jury. It's all about who's representing them. It's like the black man and woman. We gotta we gotta we got a target on our backs. All because of our color. All because God decided to give us a color. I'm not no theologian. I'm just a regular person. But I tell you one thing, I know what my Bible says. We're all made in his image. And if we're all made in his image, doesn't that mean that the African American man, that the black man is the image of God? I would think so. Because that's what he said. We're all made in his image. It's not one, we're not beneath no other ethnic group, but that's how they look down at us. Can't nobody say they don't. I deal with that on a daily basis. Daily basis. And I know we all do. I thought I had my notes, but I can't find my notes. So just bear with me. I'm going to just hold you guys for a few more minutes. And then I just want to say this. I work for a company. I'm not going to say their name. And I had a meeting, a one-on-one. Every month we have a one-on-one. And I had some concerns. They asked me, so Shanette, what is your concern? How you like it? Because I've only been with the company for 5 months. And so, I was just like, you guys got us saying this, quoting this thing because the statement, the mission statement. But nobody lives up to it. I don't think that the company lives up to what the mission statement is. And they said, well, why do you say that, Shanette? Because when I pick up the team members and I'm moving the team members and stuff, you guys tell us the greeters as the bus operators. You tell us to greet everybody that step their foot on there. Well, guess what? I had a whole team, supervisors, managers, what get on here with me. Different ethnic groups. I was the only black, because I was the driver. And I'm greeting them. Did not one of them say anything to me. They just looked at me like, yeah, whatever. But they got on there or they came on and they act like they didn't hear me. And she told me they don't have to say nothing to you. And it kind of threw me back. And I'm like, wow. So you want me to greet them, but you don't want them to say they don't have to say anything to me. Well, when I was coming up, what my mother told us, what my grandparents told us, was when someone speaks to you, you speak back to them. Because you don't know what that person is dealing with. It's not hard to say good morning, good afternoon, or good night, or how you doing. It's not hard to say them words. Then my little grandson, 5 years old, his first year in kindergarten this year, little Tristan. I guess little Tristan up there showing out because his mama got called home, got called to the school because I guess he's not supposed to are they turning a blind eye when other little people, he's the only person of color in his class, hit him. So when he hits back, it's a problem. It's a problem. She was also told, because she said Tristan was telling her that, Mommy, they don't want to share. So she brought that up. And in that meeting, they told her they don't have to share. If they don't want to share the ball, and it's not their ball, it's the school ball. They don't want to share the ball that they playing with. They don't have to share. But when Tristan has things, when he's playing with things, they try to make him share. What kind of sense does that make? When we was coming up, we shared. We was taught to share. It was books out there on how to share. But now in school, you don't have to share. These are 5 years old. These are kindergarten. So you already instilling the hate in them. You started, you start now, and then when they get up in age, like what I'm experiencing where I work at, that's the outcome. What Carmelo Anthony family is experiencing, that's the outcome. All because of color of the skin, of our skin. And mind you, God said we all made in his image. I hate, and my husband always tell me, babe, don't worry, don't get your blood pressure up. And I try not to. But sometimes we gotta take a stand for something. We have to take a stand. I'm not telling you what to do. I ain't telling you, you ain't got to speak to me. That's the way I feel now since that was told to me. So I even told her, then if they ain't got to speak to me, well, I'm not saying anything. Well, you been watched because our supervisor want to make sure that we living up to the statement. That's double standard. And we see it in the justice system, we seeing it in the school system, we seeing it in the workplace. We probably been seeing it. Maybe I just ain't been paying too much attention to it. But lately I just been paying attention to it. And all of this is just coming and it's just wearing on me. And I know a lot of people say, oh, you should just let it just fall off of you. How can we? How can I walk and let all of this stuff just roll off of me like I don't have a caring spirit? Maybe I am too compassionate. I don't know why God made me this way, why I have a lot of compassion, why I feel a certain way, why I feel that we shouldn't teach our kids to hate one another, that if someone is playing with a ball, don't take the ball from somewhere. That's same thing in Carmelo Anthony case. Well, he was just sitting there up under a tent from the rain. And here I have my little grandson, 5 years old, get hit. He can't defend himself. He's playing with somebody can take it, but if they playing with something, they don't have to share it. That's double standard. And it's really starting to tee me off. It really is. So that's the reason another reason why I just like forget it, because I see the double standards. The double standards. Everybody, oh, we all need to stick together. That's true. If we gonna fight, or we gonna if we want to fight for against the current administration, everybody speaking out the side of their neck. Don't nobody want to stand with us, the people of color. Only time they want to stand with us is when it benefits them. We have some people that stands with the black community, but then we have some people that only want to use us. And a lot of the African American black community is tired of it. It's tired. The hate is real. I didn't, when we was coming up in the 70s, and now when our generation was coming up, my generation was coming up, maybe we didn't see it as much as we didn't see it as much as our parents and our grandparents. We didn't see it. But boy, I'm seeing it now. My eyes is wide open. The justice system doesn't work for the black man. The school system, I'm seeing it with my grandson. Everything is double standards. Everything. And we as a community, they probably say, "Oh, she's talking racist. She's a racist." No, I'm not. I'm not. I love everybody. We was raised not to see color. But when you have certain people that sees color instead of look on the inside, because that's what the Bible said, God looks on the inside. not the outside appearance. The inside. A man should be judged based on his character, but you have people judging us on our color, our skin color. It's a lot to think about, family. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. Injustice. What do that mean to you? How would you teach your kids, your grandkids, different? What society to the hate that's out there? How would you teach them? How would you teach them to stand your ground, their ground? How would you teach them? How would you interact? How would you interact with other people? I do, like I said, I do apologize for my tardiness. I do apologize for um, not being here my last couple of shows. And in 2 weeks, I should be back to myself. Just remember, I love you guys. I love you guys unconditionally. And I'm talking to my listeners. I'm also talking to my sisters of the Crew Podcast. I love you guys dearly. I love you guys. And Angela, I love you too. You guys stay blessed as missionary. Apostle Angela, Emma would say, don't forget to drink your water and stay in your own lane. Thank you guys for letting me get up here and get some stuff off my chest. Is some of the stuff that I've been going through with this hate. Stay woke, family. Stay woke and stay prayed up. I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Have a good night.